Hey folks, gonna go do a quick trap line check. So I haven't posted too many videos or anything like that lately about trapping because I have not really been able to film anything. I don't have a hands-free camera and it's been so cold out. Anytime I go out and check anything, like my hands can barely hold on to the camera for very long. So by the time I'm done, I have just like a few seconds worth of video that's worth anything. The one day I was out setting traps, or checking traps I should say, it was so windy I couldn't get any audio. I mean, it's horrendous. Like we've had extreme weather here in Minnesota, so we've had days where they're like negative 14, negative 15 degrees out. One of the days it was like negative 10 when I went out and set a couple traps, and it was 40-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, it was brutal, miserable. So yeah, in those situations, it's pretty hard to film yourself, and you don't really want to spend a ton of time out in the great outdoors. You just want to get your shit done and get back inside. So I haven't had a chance to do a lot of that. This last Friday, I pulled all my traps for the weekend. But then Monday, I went out and set 4 body gripper traps, or 5 body grip traps for various species. One under the ice is at about 8 inches thick right now, so it's really challenging to get through the ice. So I only have 1 beaver trap out. The rest are just blind sets for whatever moves. It's warmed up a lot. We're hitting 40s. Whenever that happens, a lot of times raccoons and stuff start making moves. They start walking around finding some food. So we're gonna see if we have anything today. It's a lot warmer today. It's already 21 degrees this morning, which means I can actually do a little filming without, freezing my butt off. So we'll see if we got anything. We're gonna check the beaver trap first and then move on from there. So we'll see what we got. Man, what a beautiful morning. Good morning to find some coyotes. Although they asked me not to trap coyotes out here, so see their tracks, but no coyotes, which is fine. But yeah, beautiful morning here. Excited to see what we got. All right, well, no luck on this one. You can see if you look down there, water's pretty clear. You can tell nothing set. So I'm gonna fill this up with snow, move on. I set this trap here. It's nowhere near a lodge, or at least the lodge that I've been thinking is the lodge. Near the lodge, I'm hitting about 10 inches of ice, and I've had traps around it for over a week, and I've had nothing. Well, 2 weeks actually. The lodge is over there. You can see those sticks that are out in the water. I just marked the holes where I left them. As far as I can tell, there's no activity coming out of there, so I'm wondering if they have a bank den somewhere else. So I thought I'd try right here. The ice is a lot shallower right here. It's about 6 inches, whereas over by the lodge, I'm looking at 8 to 10. But it's only been a couple days, so I'm gonna leave this here for another 3 or 4 days or a week, and if nothing, I'm just gonna pull it and wait till spring. But now I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that snow, fill that in there. That way it insulates it. That way the next time I chop it out, it's not such a pain in the ass. So anyway, let's go check the other traps. Well, I checked, of course I forgot to pull my camera out. I checked 2 of my blind sets, nothing. I wasn't really expecting any out of one of them. It's just, I don't know. You set a trap, it just doesn't quite feel right. I'm looking at this spot again, and it's so weird because there's a hole over there, but there's open water here, and it's been open this whole time. I'm fairly certain it's a spring fed, but I had a trap in front of it for almost a week. Nothing ever came out. So I don't think there's anything in there. But it's warmer now, so maybe something will come out. But it's hard to say. It's definitely not, I don't think it's beaver, because beaver clean all the leaves out, just with their passing. It's also really shallow right up until there. So I don't know. It's really hard to tell if there's anything coming out of there. But I got 2 traps left today to check, and I'm looking, and there are just a ton of tracks all over the place for different critters. You got pheasants. It's like probably coyote or fox. Got some raccoon moving around, so the raccoons are out. So I could set up a couple of raccoon traps. Naturally, I didn't bring any, so probably won't. But I wish I could set up a couple footholds here. I mean, just put a couple right in there and probably catch something. And they don't, the canines out here don't seem perturbed by me, because a lot of times I've seen their tracks right on top of my own tracks. So I've been walking right here, they're walking right there. So they're out, they just don't seem to care about me, which is good. So there's a blind set right there. Nothing. This was open last time or partially open last time I looked at it. But still empty. I've got one more over here. And this one I baited. And it's gone. Well, that's not good. All right, we're gonna have to figure out what happened to that trap. Is that a trap right there? Now it's gone, so shoot. We'll have to figure out what happened there. I really don't know what happened here. So I had some blind sets sitting right in here, and I had some bait right there. You know, the rebar itself is gone, as is the bait. So whatever got it managed to get the bait and pull the rebar out. You know, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was a 110. It wasn't a big trap. Oh, let's see if there's anything actually just in there. Oh, it's a big hole. It's a big hole. Yeah, I don't know. This is really interesting. I might have to put a 160 or something in front of here. That's the first activity I've had in a while. And I don't know what the hell happened to my rebar. You know, I'm looking around here, there are tracks leading away from this hole. The worry is that there's a fox running around out here. There's a fox trap with a trap around his neck. I really hope not. You know, but how do you track something like that? I'll just follow these tracks a little bit and see, you know, see if I can find anything else that looks suspicious. You know, I don't know. Damn, I feel really shitty about that. Well, and you'd assume that there'd be drag marks as well. You know, something pulls out a big chunk of rebar, or at least a chain. You know, there's gonna be some drag marks, but I don't see anything, so I don't know what the heck happened here. Yeah, I'm gonna do some investigation. Well, I did some scouting around. Can't find any indicator of where that creature took my trap. There were some raccoon traps kind of sitting there, so it's very possible a raccoon grabbed it. If that's the case, raccoons are extremely tough. More than likely he is, or she, managed to get the trap off. It's sitting somewhere off in the snow. If it's a fox, I would guess it'll get the trap off eventually. It just might be more challenging. It's hard to say. But I reset that location. So what I had there yesterday is, last night whenever I set it, was a fish head for bait. My goal is to try to catch a mink. So I've seen a couple of mink tracks and stuff out here. I also saw one on the trail camera. Yeah. Look at this. I mean, the raccoons are out in droves. These are big tracks. These are coyote. Looks like some raccoon, I guess. Either way, interesting. Never lost a trap before. So that's kind of neat. That could be drag marks. It's just hard to say where they could have gone. But yeah, these are raccoon, but even in there. Yeah, look at that. So who knows? It was just a 110 trap, so whatever grabbed it, whatever he grabbed, I should say, should be fine. If it was a bigger animal, it's gonna be able to take that trap off. But oh well. No animals today. I would call losing one trap a success. You know, I would imagine the average person wouldn't. I'm gonna call it success because that means something checked out my trap. But anyway, have a blessed day. We'll see you again next time. Bye.